Don't hug me, I'm scared. Do 1 to 6. So I have the video right here. So let's watch this. Sorry, it looks weird. What the hell? I'm wearing a jacket. It's cold in here. I'm pretending to have a heartbeat. Well, I do have a heartbeat. I'm not.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
How do you get that idea?
I just tried to think creatively. Now when you look at this orange, tell me please, what do you see?
It's just a boring old orange.
Maybe to you, but not to me. I see a silly face, walking along and smiling at me.
I don't see what you mean.
Right.
Cause you're not thinking creatively. So take a look at my hair. I use my hair to express myself.
That sounds really boring.
I use my hair to express myself. Now, when you stare at the clouds in the sky, don't you find it exciting?
No.
Come on, take another look.
Oh wait, I can see a hat. I can see a cat. I can see a man with a baseball bat. I can see a dog. I can see a frog. I can see a ladder leaning on a log.
Think you're getting the hang of it now, using your minds to have a good time.
I might paint a picture of a clown.
Whoa there, friend, you might need to slow down. Here's another good tip of how to be a creative whiz kid. Go and collect some leaves and sticks and arrange them into your favourite colour.
Blue.
Red.
Green.
Green is not a creative colour. There's one more thing that you need to know before you let your creativity flow. Listen to your heart, listen to the rain, listen to the voices in your brain. Come on guys, let's get creative! Get creative!
A D.
Now let's all agree to never be creative again.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. What the frick? That was weird. Time. Second episode.
Come on, guys, stop mucking around. We only have 5 minutes until our show's on.
That's not enough time.
There's always
His voice
time
is so
for a song.
auto-tuned. I really just heard me.
Who's
Why
that?
is it auto-tuned?
Time is a tool you can put on the wall or wear it on your wrist. The past is far behind us. The future doesn't exist.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
What's
Yes,
the
it
time?
is.
It's 8:45. Time to have a bath.
What do you mean? We're already clean.
Scrub, scrub, scrub till the water's brown. Time is a ruler to measure the day. It doesn't go backwards, only one way. Watch it go round like a merry-go-round. Going so fast like a merry-go-round.
Let's go on a journey through all time. A time that's changing all the time. It's time to go to time.
Time.
Really want to. We're going to miss our show.
Don't be stupid, friends. Come on, it's time to go. Time was old, like a Victorian time.
With cobbles and playing and speaking in rhyme.
With cobbles and chimneys, a simpler time.
This tree that is old has circles
The
inside.
tree that is older has shriveled and died.
The apple that's fresh is ripe to the core.
And I'm not over time and I'm not anymore.
Time can be told by the moon or the sun, but time flies fast when you're having fun. There's a time and a place for mucking around.
Like
And
birthdays.
camping.
I'm friends with my dad.
The past went into a mystery.
An old man
But
died.
look, Campbell, It's the future. Time is now. The future are new. And look at all the wonderful things you can do with gadgets and gizmos and email addresses.
My dad is a computer.
Look at the time.
It's 8:45. There's fish on my plate.
It's 8:20. There's fish on my tray.
It's 11 to 12. There's fish in the bar.
It's 9:30. Fish everywhere.
Now helps us make pizza. It keeps things in line.
But when did it start?
And when will it stop?
Time is important, and I am a clock.
If we run out of time, then where does it go?
Is time even real? Does anyone know?
Maybe time's just a construct of human perception, and it's created by...
Sunrise, sunset, night and day. The changing seasons, the smell of hay. Look at your hair grow, isn't it strange? How time makes your appearance change.
Make it stop!
It's out of my hands, I'm only a clock. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be fine. But eventually everyone runs out of time.
Just turns back to normal. They don't even care. Still missing last year, June 19th. June 19th.
Isn't it nice to finally be outside on such a beautiful day?
Wait, but that's not what I'm missing.
And I've packed us a delicious chicken picnic.
Huh?
Pesky bee.
Bro, that's not
He seems upset about something.
Look.
I wonder what will happen.
It makes you sad, doesn't it? That there's so much hatred in the world. I hope you don't mind if I ask you a question.
A little baby pigeon.
Have you ever wondered why we're here? What's it all about? You've no idea. And everywhere you look, all you see is hatred and darkness, death and fear. But you know it doesn't have to be that I hate you and you hate me. 'Cause even though we're different, it doesn't make a difference. And we can live in harmony. I know you don't know who I am, but maybe I could hold your hand, and together we could understand about love.
Huh? I feel tingly.
Yes, that's love, my friend. And it's time for you to learn all about it. And do you ever feel like life's unfair? 'Cause everybody hates you and no one cares. But if you follow me, maybe you will see that love is everywhere.
What is love? Is it in the sky?
No, it's a feeling deep inside.
Because I'm hungry.
No, you're lonely. I can see it in your eyes.
I don't understand.
Don't worry, you will soon. Come and meet some of my friends. They know all about love. Come on, just over the rainbow.
Oh, look. There he goes, flying through the sky.
Maybe we should follow him, or we'll get left behind.
Yes, but there's lots of chicken left. I'd like to eat the chicken.
I'd also like to eat the chicken. Let's do that instead.
So here we are with all my friends, and they love you, all of them.
Yes, we do.
It is true.
We love you.
You love us too.
I love you too, furry boy.
Harder.
Oh my
Now
God.
we've eaten the chicken. I don't know what to do.
Maybe we should look for our friend. Isn't that what friends do? And we have finished the chicken picnic.
To love each other is to care, to be kind.
And to share. I love my friends, so I give them a hug.
I made this for you because I love you so much.
I love my pet because he's a crab.
I love this tree, and I love this stick, and I love this
No, that's not how it's done. You must save your love for your special one.
My special one?
Everyone has a special one.
Even me? But I am lonely.
Yes, it's true, but do not worry. You're confused, but that's okay. Let me put it another way.
This is the story of Michael, the loneliest boy in town. This is the ugly and weak. They called him a freak, so he lived on his own underground. He lived on his own underground. He lived on his own underground.
You see, everyone has a special one.
What?
Even Michael.
Your heart beats hard like a big love drum, calling for your special one.
So be patient, because just maybe
Your special one will come.
He's made for her.
And she's made for him.
that's the way it's always been.
And it's perfect.
And it's pure.
And it's protected with a ring.
That's the way that all love goes. Like a flower, it grows and grows.
And it's forever.
And forever.
And now we all worship our king. Our king. Our king. His name is Malcolm.
He is the king of love.
We must feed him.
We must feed him gravel.
Or he becomes angry. And this is your chance to start anew.
Wait, go back. What the?
Feed him.
We must feed him gravel.
Or he becomes angry. And this is...
Guys, look. Do you see Red? Do you see Red and Duck right there? Right there. They're supposed to be at their picnic. Look, Red and Duck. What the?
your chance to start anew. And all we're asking you to do
Is change your name.
clean your brain. Forget about anything you ever knew.
And your heart will find its home.
And our love will never go.
Now wear this ring
And join the king.
and you will never be alone.
Oh, there you are. We've been looking for you all afternoon.
We're sorry we upset you, but look, we've brought you the last boiled egg to cheer you up.
I guess it must be because we love you.
For me?
Father!
Pesky bee.
Number 4, I think.
Oh, I guess it's my turn to choose a card. Let's see. What is the biggest thing in the world?
Number 4.
That's a tricky one.
A mountains? A sky? A windmill?
No.
If only there was a way to learn more about the world.
Yes, if only there was some way to learn more information about this.
Wow, look!
I'm a computer. I'm a computery guy. Everything made out of buttons and wires. I'd like to show you inside my digital life. Inside my mind there is a digital mind.
Oh, maybe you could help us answer this question. What is the biggest
Clever. I'm very clevery guy.
Wow.
Count to a 50 in the blink of my eye and print a picture. And then I tell you the time. Help you to find something you're wanting to find. No, it's easy to be a clever, smart boy like me if you just do it all digitally.
Wow, I'd like to be as smart as a computer.
Actually, we already have a computer.
Great news! Now, before we begin our journey, I just need to get some information from you. What's your name? Where do you live? What do you like to eat?
I live in my house.
Spaghetti!
Well, my name is
Great news! Now just a few more questions and we'll be on our way.
Wait a second.
What's your favourite colour?
Stop
Do you
talking.
like cows or goat's milk?
Be
Do you
quiet.
have brown hair? What is your blood type? Are you allergic
Shut
to
up!
Don't touch me!
What?
Welcome to my digital home. Everything made out of numbers and code.
Wow, we're all computery.
Oh yeah, wow, because of the computer.
I don't get it. How can it be if I'm sitting at home but I'm inside the screen?
But you're not you. You're your digital you. Virtually real, but controlled by real you.
But if he's not quite real, then I'm not real too. And you're not real you is inside your real you.
Oh wow, how amazing and interesting too. But in this digital world, what can we do? What can we do?
Hey, good question. Well, it's up to you. In the digital world, there's over 3 things to do.
Wow, look, a pie chart.
Digital style.
Do a digital style.
Somebody is knocking on the door. He's coming. No.
Dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look, a bar graph.
Digital style.
Do a digital style.
I don't know. I think she's in her room. I don't know.
Dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look, a line graph.
Digital style.
Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look, an oblong.
Digital style.
Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wow, look, nothing.
Digital style.
Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Nothing.
Digital style.
Dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Nothing.
Digital style.
Do a digital dancing. Hey, this is fun.
Wait, what?
Oh, he died.
Something's different.
He died.
Something's missing.
Died. What?
Something's missing.
There's no window. Same picture again. Now there's a window. Now he's outside. What the frick?
Is it this guy?
Grapes and eggs. Steak, eggs.
Are you hungry? You look to be a bit hungry.
No.
Do 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 do. Lots of people get hungry.
That's your body. Hungry comes from your body.
Get off me.
But your body, it must have to be healthy.
What's that? A tasty snack. You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Greedy to eat all that, you'll end up with your teeth all grey.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 it healthy.
Food is talking.
What?
Let's get healthy now.
Hello?
What's
body is like a special house with blood, hair and organs in the different rooms. Oh look, there's Mr. Bladder in the basement. What? Now food comes in through the chimney, mouth and goes from room to room, greeting the different organs.
Hello.
Now, the good healthy food is very nice and polite to the organs, and so is invited to stay for a party. Yay! But the bad, not healthy foods are very rude and must leave through the cat flap.
Rude!
That doesn't make sense.
Do, be healthy.
What's that? A tasty snack? You don't want to go and eat a snack like that.
Greedy, to eat all that, you'll end up with your gums all grey.
But something's wrong.
Exactly. How do we know which ones are the healthy foods to eat?
Well, that's easy. The food groups can easily be sorted using the simple health shape. Choosing normal, plain-looking foods such as bread, cream, white sauce and aspic keep the body ticking over just nicely. Isn't that right?
I need to go.
But wait, what's this?
Fancy show-offy foods like cooked meats, fruit salad, soil foods and yolk.
Ugh.
These foods will clog up the body with unnecessary detail. Oh no, look, it's all broken and on the floor.
Everything tastes great, but maybe we should wait before we put it on the plate, or it could be too late.
Wait, what? Those Red's legs. Wait, what is happening? I call him Red because he's like all red.
What's that? A pizza slice? But you're better off with plain white sauce.
What's that? Plain white sauce? Plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey.
Doesn't matter. Just throw it away. Why not try something else on your tray?
Oh, what's that? A lovely pie? But you're gonna end up sad inside.
Ugh, sad
But everyone has the teeth go grey. Just eat yeast and it'll go away.
But how much have you had today? Too much yeast makes your teeth go grey.
How about some onion paste? Looks like one. Have a taste.
That wasn't onion paste. You shouldn't eat food from a stranger's plate. 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 A stranger's plate.
Ate his friend. Well, keep my headphones down, my headphones. Hello. The last episode's the 6th episode. Oh no, he's all lonely. He's crying.
Good night, guys.
Red and dark.
I miss you.
Oh,
No.
somebody's sleepy.
Huh?
But that's silly.
No.
How can you be sleepy if you don't know how to have dreams?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know how to have dreams. No. No.
Dreams are movies that live in your head.
Stop.
Every night when you sleep in your bed. And you can have a dream about riding a horse.
No.
Or you can have a dream about drowning in oil.
Ghost Hunt!
Oh, looks like somebody's having a bad dream. Bad dream. A bad dream. Bad dream. A bad dream. A bad
Can you file these files, please? Yeah.
Keep back
Sure.
alive?
Hey, but wouldn't it be funny if one of these files came alive? Yeah. I am a file and you put documents in me and a a file.
Everybody just watch.
File. You know, it did it like a song.
No.
That sounds really boring.
I'm just not covering all the sun that's coming from the video.
Yeah, that's not even the same bucket. Bucket friend. I am the tall guy, I guess. Laid back and sad. But nowadays I hurt my leg today. I'm so scared I'm
I'm gonna watch one more video after this. Probably two. No, one.
But that's rude. No clothes. What's your favorite idea?
See the creator.
Mine is being
The creator
creative.
song.
How do you get the idea? I just try to think creatively. When you look at this orange, tell me please, what do you see? It's just a boring old orange. Or maybe to you, but not to me. I see a silly face, walking along and smiling at me. I don't see what you mean. Cause you're not thinking
I don't like
creatively.
it. Really
Take a look
not
at my
good.
hair. I use my hair to express
It's not very good at all. Not good. It's not very good. Not very good. I don't like it.
Your voice is music to my face.
Dream about losing your friends. You can have a dream about burning your friends.
Time is a tool you can put on the wall or wear it on your wrist. The past far behind us. The future doesn't exist. Time went new and got old like history. Stuff from the past went into a mystery.
You made me die.
I'm a computery guy. Everything made out of buttons and wires. I'd like to show you.
What's it all about? You've no idea. And everywhere you look, all you see is hatred. And
Ice cream beef? Ice cream beef makes your teeth go grey.
Doesn't matter, just throw it away. Why not try some?
It's on my tray. What? Where am I? We are in the universe. Planets live inside the moon. A rocket ship can go to space. A rocket ship can go to the moon.
Sport, ball, let's play sports. Cricket ball, red card. Magnet,
And I'm friends with Mesmerite Dragon, and it's my best friend!
Dig a hole at the bottom of the
Bop-a-doo-bop, I teach you how to buy a canoe.
I am a file and you put documents in me.
But red is for not go. You can be crushed by a bus.
I know about you!
Stinky Mouse!
Music is your favorite thing.
I don't like
Suffering.
What's your favorite idea?
Alright, now we're gonna film through The Hidden Lord of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Matt Pat.
I just always remember wanting to be a
Film
businessman.
Theory.
So I have a show tonight. I'm in backstage. Yada yada, whoop. You feel me? I never actually dreamed about having like.
Ugly God.
I guess it's my turn to choose a card. Let's see. What's really going on in Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
Yes, if only there was some way to learn more information about this.
I'm a computer. I'm a computer-y guy.
I got some theories in line that just might blow your mind.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, where we watch our internet videos a quarter frame at a time. You think I'm joking, but when it comes to Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, it's pretty accurate. These videos are so densely packed with detail and symbolism that you can watch them over and over and over again and still come up with new Easter eggs you've never seen before. Just look at this one scene at the end of the 3rd episode of Don't Hug Me. The first time you watch, you might see Roy, Yellow Guy's dad, standing there while his son is indoctrinated into the cult of Malcolm. Keep looking and you'll notice the notepad and clock from the prior 2 episodes standing there behind him dressed in white robes. Keep searching and you see Red Guy and Duck there too, when they're supposed to be at their delicious chicken picnic, unaware of where Yellow Guy even is. Or how about here in episode 5 when Duck quits the show? There are a few frames of Red Guy's spaghetti head in the microwave and a few frames later, his legs where the meat man was standing just seconds before. And it isn't just limited to the videos. At the end of episode 5, we see Red Guy leaving a phone booth. Google search for the phone number on that phone booth and you find this hidden video.
The lock is in the bin.
So are those duck boats the smoking gun that decode everything that's going on in this series? No, they aren't. But you can bet I took it all into account in my creation of today's theory. Because last time we covered the easy stuff, the symbolism of the story and how it represents a children's television show corrupted by the influence of advertising. But today, instead of looking at what Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared means in our world, we're going to explain what it means in its own world. Who are these characters? What is the deal with all these Easter eggs? And how should we be interpreting the ending? Is it even an ending at all? I've got the answers all here for you, and by the end of this video, I guarantee to have you digital dancing. Now, as I watched and rewatched the series, even though Red Guy, Yellow Guy, and Duck are the ones who appear on camera most often, these videos seem to have two main characters. Red Guy, yes, and Roy, Yellow Guy's porn surfing father. And that's reinforced in episode 6, where the whole ending sequence of events revolves around the relationship between these two. But who are they? Additionally, in a series full of bizarre moments, two events seem to be the most game-changing. Red Guy's literal mind blow at the end of the computer episode, and the dramatic shift to real life in the middle of episode 6. It was my theory that if we could somehow answer who those two characters are and what those two events stood for, then this whole enigma ball would unravel. So I started with the guy that we have the most information about, Red Guy. Now, as we established last time, Don't Hug Me depicts a television show with Red Guy, Yellow Guy, and Duck as performers on the series.
Oh, there you are. We've been looking for you all afternoon.
Don't get me wrong, I didn't say that they're good performers, but they are performers nonetheless. In addition to all the camera and set imagery we discussed last time, there are multiple instances where things don't go as planned, and Red Guy literally breaks the fourth wall to address what seems like someone behind the camera. The first instance of this occurs in episode 2 when the clock begins to talk. Red Guy turns to the camera, genuinely confused, saying quietly, Then again, at the beginning of episode 4, the Red Guy delivers his setup.
If only there was a way to learn more about the world.
Then strongly indicates towards the globe. Even the music cue follows him. Duck then joins in, trying to cue the reveal of the globe, but both are genuinely caught off guard by the computer coming to life. Apparently a change in the script that neither were made aware of. It's made especially clear that Red Guy wasn't in on this change when he reveals that they already had another computer, a cute laptop, but is once again cut off before he can get through his thoughts. From there, Red Guy tries to shut the computer up by saying things like,
"Wait a second.
What's your favorite color?
Stop
Do you
talking.
like
Be
do you
quiet."
have
before touching the computer and causing it to freak out. So clearly, Red Guy is both unaware of and very displeased by these unexpected changes. So then, who is he? Well, that answer comes to us in the final episode, Dreams. It starts with Yellow Guy left alone learning about dreams from the lamp, but quickly transitions to Red Guy IRL at a desk job and singing the Creativity song at a karaoke bar to receive, let's just say, less than stellar reviews. Now, most other theories see this as occurring in the present day, but what makes more sense is that this scene is actually a flashback to the Red Guy's life before the show, when he was working at a boring desk job and had dreams of making a children's television program. I mean, look at the way he pitches the idea of the singing file to his boss, something that becomes physically manifested later in the video. More on that in a minute. But truly, despite the monotone voice, this guy is a guy with dreams. Dreams that sometimes seem like they're getting drowned in a pool of oil, or booed off stage with all the enthusiasm of a YouTube comment section. But within that sea of bored disapproval, one person watching the Red Guy's performance wasn't booing. Roy. And it's here that we finally learn of the secret to their relationship. Roy discovered Red Guy at an open mic night and made him a deal to sponsor the kids show that Red Guy had always wanted. But then, how do we know that Roy is the sponsor? It's easy. We're expressly told it in the credits. Episodes 2 through 6 of DHMIS end with a special thank you to all the Kickstarter backers, and the last person thanked in every episode is Roy, because he too is a financial backer. In fact, within the lore of the series, he's the main backer, a sponsor with greedy motives who gets out of hand once Red Guy is out of the picture in episode 5. We see very clearly in the healthy eating episode that Roy sells food products. His name is littered everywhere, but more specifically, notice the foods his name is on: Roy's Flour, Roy's Health Juice, Roy's Oats, and Roy's Flakes. Most of these are grain-based. Now compare that to what the meat in the can are teaching the children as healthy. All foods that are grain or dairy-based, and also aspic. But this theme of questionable health benefits behind plain foods doesn't stop there. It also appears in a bizarre interview the characters did with the British website It's Nice That in May of 2016. In it, Red Guy says that he's trying an all plain foods diet and that it's causing some disturbing side effects. I wonder if his teeth are turning gray. In fact, Roy's role as a food producer can even tie in with the overalls that he and his son wear. And this isn't the first time that we've seen some product placement in these episodes. In episode 4, the computer prints out a picture of oat cereal and then also shows them a picture of the same cereal in the newspaper. If you look really closely, you can even see the oats digital dancing. Considering the theory that Red Guy is the creator and Roy is the sponsor, this product placement was probably a big point of contention. But with Red Guy no longer on the show as of episode 5, Roy was free to fill the video with as many products and skewed health messages as he wanted to, turning it from being educational to being one big commercial. You can even see it happen. If you check out the final moments of episode 4, frame by frame, you see both Duck and Yellow Guy glitch into the picture. But look closely and you'll see that their brains are exposed, a sign that they've been brainwashed by the computer. So if Roy's the sponsor, then what's the deal with Yellow Guy calling him his dad? Well, he's not lying. As sponsor of the show, Roy can make sure that his son is put into the spotlight. This would explain why Yellow Guy is clearly the most inexperienced of the 3 on camera. But don't think for a second that Roy is some stage mom trying to get his son famous. Quite the contrary. Going back to that It's Nice That interview, we actually hear Roy speak for the only time ever throughout the entire series. When asked if he had anything to say, he responds with the following: "My silly boy has allowed his eyes to grow arrogant and rude. For this, I will take him on a trip to Punishland." Yikes! Punish...
What? Cause I'm just live streaming, Key. What's the problem with that?
Land. Something tells me this isn't Disney World's latest park extension. But when you look at the series, it actually makes a lot of sense. Yellow Guy has been the victim from the very beginning. In episode 1, his painting is destroyed and he's told that his favorite color isn't creative. In episode 2, the clock yells at him until his ears bleed. In episode 3, he's nearly seduced into joining a cult. In episode 4, he gets brainwashed by the computer. In episode 5, he pulls a Scott Tenorman and eats his friend. And then in episode 6 is tortured by an unending barrage of inane lessons. Oh yeah, and also drowns in oil. But if you think Roy's Punishland stops there, well, boy howdy, you are wrong. Observant viewers will spot horses sprinkled all over DHMIS videos. Pictures of horses, rocking horses, horse figurines, animated horses. Well, in the same interview with It's Nice That, it's revealed that Yellow Guy is scared of horses. He's also apparently allergic to eggs, wasps, crabs, meat, and trees, all of which are elements that we see worked into various episodes throughout the series. Roy's not only sponsoring the series to push his own goods, he's also doing it to push his son to the brink of insanity. Even Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared's most famous Easter egg fits in with the idea of Roy teaching Yellow Guy a lesson. The unchanging date of June 19th has bothered would-be theorists since the second episode, but we have our answer right now. June 19th, 1955, the date which we see hinted at over and over again throughout the series, was Father's Day. In 2011, when the first episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared was released, Father's Day was also on June 19th. And this year, the date of release for the very last episode was June 19th, which lo and behold was once again Father's Day. Roy is punishing his son for letting his eyes grow arrogant and rude. Maybe something about catching his dad watching porn. But regardless, he forces him to respect his authority by making every day Father's Day, a constant reminder of who is in charge. As long as the date is June 19th, Yellow Guy is doomed to suffer this torture with no end in sight. Or at least that's what would have happened if not for Red Guy. Which means it's finally time to talk about the ending. At the end of episode 4, Red Guy resists being lured into Roy's computer world, leaving the living room set with Roy hidden in the corner and instead noticing that the computer is hooked up to a mysterious red cable leading to the next room. When he opens the door, it's revealed that he's covered in motion tracking balls and discovers a super low-tech version of episode 1 being recorded. Then his head explodes. So what does all this mean? Well, the head explosion is definitely a literal version of Red Guy's mind being blown, but what exactly blew his mind in the first place? Many have said it's him realizing that he's on a TV show, but as we've seen already, both he and Duck break the fourth wall repeatedly, meaning they know they're on camera. Instead, I think the revelation is a lot more positive. Notice that he follows a red cable hooked up to the computer and that he's leaving entering Roy's room. A room, mind you, with higher production value, filled with props and motion capture ability, only to find himself in a room with a crude set and props. Red Guy's mind blow in this moment is that he doesn't need the dominating presence of Roy, that he can create his series on a low budget and load it directly onto the computer, i.e. a place like YouTube, without needing a bunch of money. Remember, episode 4 is all about what you can do on a computer. According to Roy, it's all superficial consumerism things, charts, digital style, dancing. But here, Red Guy sees a video being filmed and uploaded directly to a computer. And again, based on what we discussed last video, this is similar to the journey the creators of DHMIS took to keep their series independent. So, Red Guy leaves Roy's series, and then in episode 5, we repeatedly see imagery of him on the outside looking in. He's looking at the series from a new outsider's perspective. Those foreboding phone calls for Duck throughout the episode are coming from him. We see him exiting a phone booth at the end of the episode, for crying out loud. It's him calling his friends to let them know that there's another option, that they can and need to escape, to stop selling their souls to Roy. Duck answers and tries to get away, but as we see, is captured, canned, and consumed. But is Duck getting eaten literal? It's hard to say. Seems like it shouldn't be, right? But then again, Roy is a farmer, and Duck is the only character who happens to be an animal. The can consuming the duck could be the duck getting canned. All of this comes to a head in episode 6. Yellow Guy is the last one standing on the show, held there by his father. Once the episode gets underway, we see the origins of the series, with Red Guy being discovered by Roy at karaoke. We then cut to Red Guy discovering, for lack of a better term, the show machine, which creates the characters and situations that we've seen throughout the previous 5 episodes. Now mind you, none of this is literal. It's all meant to be symbolic. This is Red Guy coming to grips with the show he created and seeing for the first time ever with clear eyes the effect it's having on kids like Yellow Guy. Roy discovers Red Guy trying to shut down the machine and reaches his hand out to touch the Red Guy on the shoulder. It's not a gesture of aggression, it's more like a peace offering, an invitation to come back and work for the show once again. Because face it, what else does Red Guy have? In a society full of negativity towards his ideas, Roy was the only one willing to take a chance on him. And you see, that's the brilliance of episode 6 here. It starts by addressing typical dreams, the ones that happen at night, but when you look again, it's actually about personal dreams, and how seeing a dream achieved, like Red Guy finally creating the show he always wanted, can turn into a waking nightmare. But it's at that moment that Red Guy decides to literally and figuratively pull the plug on both the show and his relationship with Roy, eager to see what will happen next. And it works. We restart the series, but with some very important differences. All the characters are now the color they said was their favorite in episode 1, blue, red, and green. The date on the calendar changes from June 19th to June 20th, meaning that it's no longer Father's Day and Roy has no influence on the show anymore. It is quite literally the start of a new day. And that also makes sense when you look at the sets. At the beginning of episode 1, the kitchen is full of props like knives and plates and books and a telephone. But the reset version at the end of episode 6 is very simple, with just a table and a few other items. Without Roy's sponsorship, they're working on a smaller budget, but the characters are finally free. The notepad flips open and the first episode begins again, but this time it's on their own terms. This time green will be a creative color. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut. At least that's my interpretation. And at the heart of it, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is all about creativity and interpretation. I've seen other theories that are way different from this one that I've laid out for you, but they all still deserve your respect and attention. After all, when asked by the UK news site Metro about fan theories for Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, co-creator Becky Sloan said, quote, "We've read a lot of theories online about what it all means, and they are all correct." So go watch the show again. Look for your own Easter eggs. Come up with your own theory and leave it in the comments below. There's only one rule though, guys. Be creative. And with that, we leave behind DHMIS. As we close the book on this two-parter, I gotta ask, of the 6 episodes of Don't Hug Me, which was your favorite one? Creativity? Time? Love? Computers? Healthy eating? Or dreams? Click on one to choose. I'm really curious which one you responded to most. I'm a toss-up between creativity and computers. The love one was good too. I'm just glad to be done with this. I've been watching these videos over and over and over again, and most of the time it's at like midnight or 1 in the morning. These are not things that you want to watch a bunch of times before you go to bed. Trust me. No, really. trust me. Anyway, click on one to choose and cast your vote. Can't wait to see what the results are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going through some superhero withdrawals. Or should I say, super villain withdrawals.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be posting the live stream of me building Freddy Fazbear tomorrow. So yeah. Happy winter. Peace.